Let's make a connection between slacklining and video production. First, meet John. John is going to help us slackline. Here we go. Picture a tic-tac-toe board across this frame. John is on the rightmost line of the board. This is the rule of thirds. Here, John is right smack dab in the middle of the frame, leaving no imagination to the left or the right side. Here, the viewer is curious to see what's in front of John as he walks down the slack line. Here, the viewer can't be curious because all they see is what's behind him. This is bad nose room. Notice how the slack line leads your eyes right to the tree. In this image, the slack line divides the screen right in half, making it a very ugly picture. In this frame, the people are pointing at John on the slack line, making him the center of attention. Here, the same two people are pointing away from John, drawing your attention in the opposite direction, where nothing is happening. Here we see John moving across the screen. He's obviously in motion. Here we see John standing still. There is no motion here. Here, we see John walking straight across the slack line. It's from a normal angle and just gives you the human perspective of what you're seeing. This high angle was shot from a tree. Notice how you get the whole perspective of what John is doing on the slack line. You get the feeling for how he feels. By looking low from the ground, we see John walking across the slack line. This shot shows us the determination and confidence that John has as he walks across the rope. This candid angle makes John look like he's doing something more intense than he's actually doing, and it just looks really cool overall. In this shot, the camera is panning to follow John on the slack line. Notice how the background changes because the camera is moving. This was shot from the same exact distance, except this time with no camera movement. While the shot is still effective, it's not as exciting as the pan shot. In this shot, we are focused on John's feet as they wobble on the slack line, and then we go up his body until we see his head, which is very concentrated and focused on the tree in front of him. This is a tilt. This was shot from the same distance as John balances on the slack line. You get to see the whole picture at one time, but it takes away a little bit of the excitement. In this shot, at the beginning, you aren't necessarily aware that John is on a slack line. The camera zooms out and makes aware to the audience everything that's going on, but not right away. This is the same shot, except without the zoom. Notice how you notice everything right away, and the shot is still effective, but with a little less excitement and tension. Slacklining is a great sport. A lot of fun, easy to set up, and really cheap. And I guess you can make some connections to video too. And make some falls too. But it's all worth it as long as you get back up and try again. You can get better, do better things, make it look really good. Good luck, and happy videoing. Videoing's not a word, is it?